All right, Shalom. Uh, First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to Yakim throughout the four winds, who's doing this work sincerely, to build up the house of David and to edify. Okay. You can see this video is entitled "Your Testimony Will Not Be Believed." Okay, because one thing you have to do is you have to observe and look at the position and how this world is structured. Okay, you understand the structure and you see the foundation, and one thing you grasp is that everything is based on the concept of your status. Okay, so people will look at our status and say, well, you just live in a regular house. You know what I'm saying? You wear regular clothes. Because they think gain is godliness. And not only that, they think that that the Most High actually deals with a form of people showing forth prosperity in physical things, if you will. Okay, so by them thinking that when they see you, they automatically assume, well, this can't be a man of God because he's not wearing the best clothes. I don't see his face on television, so we got to get this concept and keep it in mind, for the simple fact that we know that this is how people are going to look at us, and they're going to come to a conclusion of like, well, man, I'm just looking at you, I'm up and down on you, and you don't look like someone who fits the bill, who's supposed to play their role of, wow, this is a man of God, this is a man of whom we are supposed to say we're going to get salvation by listening to this person. Okay, they'll look at your status in society. First of all, you have no power in your hands because you're a so-called Negro. So by you having no power in your hands, you don't hold no weight. Your words don't hold weight. You're at the bottom. These white folks that come in and take your house, your cars, and everything right now. The little things you do have, you don't own it. Okay? So that's the things they look at. All right? So I'm going to get into some of these scriptures through the Spirit. Hope it's edifying. All right? And this is Yahushua. This is Mark 14. I'm going to start at 61. It says, but he held his peace and answered nothing. Again, the high priest asked him and said unto him, art thou Hamashiach, the son of the blessed? So he's asking him, so you're saying that you're the son of who we call the Most High. You're saying this. You're telling us that you're just a regular man. The way that they seen him, you're just a regular man. You're just a carpenter. Because they expected miraculous things. Okay, they didn't see everything that he done and know that it was miraculous. A lot of jealousy played part. Ultimately, this role had to be fulfilled. These things had to happen. Okay, but not only did they have to happen, but all these things, had to come to pass, that all must be fulfilled. So they're still looking at him. They hated him. Okay, but by him saying that he's chosen, he's the one. Now they're looking at him like the same way they look at us. It's like, you're the chosen? Who rules in this land? Okay? Who rules this land right now? So that's the way they looked at him. The same way his spirit is on us right now is the same way they looking at us. You mean to tell me you got the spirit of who the world calls Jesus Christ on you, and you speaking the truth? It's nothing different, bro. The same vibration and energy they put off on him, that he gonna get turned up on us, but we could never put ourselves in that line of fire as Yahweh Shai, because his was way heavier and his purpose was way heavier. Okay, so, but that's just the spirit that the world moves in on us the same way it did on him, but his was just to a way further greater extent. Okay, it says, "Art thou the Hamashiach, the son of the blessed?" And he said, "I am. And ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven." Okay? Then the high priest rent his clothes and saith, "Need we any further witnesses? Or what other evidence do we need?" You heard it from his own mouth. This man saying that he is from who we call God. So they looked at him like he was speaking blasphemy, because they looked at who was in rulership. They looked at who he was. He just seemed like a regular guy to them. And you mean to tell me we supposed to believe that you're the chosen of God? He says, "Ye have heard," Salaki, he says, "Ye have heard the blasphemy. What think ye?" So when we go out on the highways and hedges, and you tell people the Heavenly Father sent us, we're his prophets, they look at you like you're crazy. But it's nothing new under the sun. Okay? This happened to our great king. Okay, so it says, "What think ye?" And they all condemned him to be guilty of death. So now they want to put him to death because he's saying, "I am the son of who you call God. I'm down here and I have a mission to fill." So now you're going to put him to death for that. Okay? And it says, "And some began to spit on him and to cover his face and to buffet him and to say unto him, Prophesy. And the servants did strike him with the palms of their hands." So they're just looking at him like, man, is this a joke? Okay? This is Acts 2:18. We're going to go through these same things, you know? Probably not to the extent. Some of us will be put to death, you know? But all these things must happen. Okay, it says, "And on my servants and on my handmaids, I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy." Okay? They're going to prophesy. They're going to tell you the truth. It's some men that's going to have that same spirit of who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai. They're going to prophesy and do the same things that he done. Okay? And this is Revelations 19:10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." Everybody is not going to believe our testimony. Everybody didn't believe Yahweh Shai's testimony. Okay? When he came on the scene, one of the things that they said was, they was astounded at his doctrine because it had never been heard before. They was astounded at it. Like, what doctrine is this? It was new. It was fresh. Okay? But it says, The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So he says right here, I will pour out in those days my spirit, and they shall prophesy. This is letting you know right here that then when they prophesy, they will be prophesying the same way Yahushua prophesied. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. I'm here for the nation of Israel. Okay? Only these people. All right? But no one will believe you. It's not going to be believed because it's not commodious. It's not something that's put on a level of everybody don't benefit from this. All right? This is Mark 13:9. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils and in the synagogues. Ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. There go that word testimony again. Your testimony against them is that they're Edom. They're the wicked on the planet. If you don't get right and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and call upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, then you're going to be put to death in this place. That's the testimony. Either you get all the way in or you're all the way out. And you're calling them the people who looks like, they say the greatest thing that the devil did was confuse the whole world that he didn't exist. That's what Esau's doing. Okay, he's fooling everybody. Esau not the devil. You even got so-called Israelites saying this. All right. So this is why you'll be put to death, some brothers, because your testimony is against them. All right. This is Revelation 20:4. Revelation 24. And I saw the thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, their testimony. Okay? They were beheaded and beaten for that same message that he was delivering. It says, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. So you're not falling into this system and the ways of this system. Okay? Neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their hand, upon their foreheads and in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay? So we see that it's going to be some brothers put to death for the witness of Yahushua, because he was put to death also. All right? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Why will you be tried? For your testimony of this truth, for prophesying the downfall of this place, for revealing the son of perdition, to telling people y'all the chosen people on this planet. But your testimony won't be believed. You're going to have a lot of Israelites like they done Yahushua, like basically put them to death. We don't need this kind of people around. Why we don't need them around? Because they basically they're basically here going against the beast, the system. They're going against this system. We want unity. You know what I'm saying? But they're going against that. All right? And Esau is doing a real crafty job in having our people believe these things. Okay? It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So it shows you, be faithful. It's going to be days that you're going to get beaten Okay, and even put to death. Got to know what you signed up for, what you were signed up for, bruh. Matthew 10, I'm going to start at 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That my name's sake right there, that's that testimony of Yahweh Shai. That same spirit that he had on him, he gave it to us. He was hated, we're going to be hated also. Okay? But he that endureth to the end shall be saved, even unto the death. Okay? But nobody's going to believe your testimony. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master. You're not going to see the kingdom until all this tribulation comes. Okay? Nothing's good like through much tribulations, you're going to inherit the kingdom. Okay? You're going to go through it. You're going to catch hell. Esau not going to just hand this kingdom over. We're going to have to, through the Spirit, it's going to have to be taken from him. Okay? It says, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master,
Open the world of music, a new streaming service with the official audio and video, playlists, live performance.
Yep, that's about how it works. Nah, just pausing and freezing. Oh man.
Performances, and the rest of the story you can't find anywhere else. It's all here.
Okay, Salakia for that, brothers. It says, if they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, I think that's like a demon. It says, how much more shall they call them of his household? So everybody that falls under that has that spirit on them of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they said the same thing about him, hey, it's going to fall to everyone that's in that same mind frame of the same spirit that he gave them. Okay, so it's no difference. It's no difference. So these are the things you have to be prepared for. No one's going to believe what you're saying. And by you constantly putting that vibration out, it's going to cause some of us to be put to death. They're going to hate all of us. Okay? Because we're not in this Roman Catholicism mind frame, which is to unite or to bring together. We're against that. We're opposed to this system. Okay? The same way Yahweh Shai was. So we're going to be hated. No one's going to believe nothing we're saying. But guess what? Even to death, we're going to be called demons. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, so on and so forth. But guess what? It's the beauty of it right here. Romans 3:3. For what if some do not believe? So what, they don't believe what we're saying? So what, some of us are going to be put to death? Guess what? That don't change shit. Okay? It don't change nothing. They can jump through loops and do whatever they need to do. But the truth is the truth, bruh. Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua without effect? Most High forbid. Them not believing not going to change nothing. Them putting us to death not going to change nothing. This truth is going to be the truth. Hey, red is red. Green is green. People can argue all day that those colors aren't what they are. But you know at the end of the day, that's what the color is. It changes nothing, bruh. But just know that our testimony through Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to be believed. Okay? Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the Apostle Nels Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, all pushing this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.